Hey guys, Flabaliki here today and welcome back to Cities Skylines. Today, starting off with a time lapse, we're going to be basically filling out this sort of area we built in the last episode, and we're taking it all the way around up to a new canal that we're also going to be building shortly. So I wanted to put a key along most of this edge because there was a suggestion from last time saying if we put a key here, then we can sort of move that little warehouse that we have under the bridge a little further to the edge without it sort of ruining the riverbank, which was a good idea. So I was like, okay, I'm totally going to do that. And then, like I said, I put in this canal just here, which was also a suggestion from you guys, which I don't know why I didn't even think of this. Like, this is like perfect for this area. So I put this big canal running straight through the middle. And it's actually quite good because it does deliver pollution to the other river for us, which is exactly what we wanted to do. So that saved some time with that one. And then I just did like a smaller little canal sort of just running up here a little bit. But that's kind of all I did in this area. Just because we'd already built up so much, so there's not much more that I could add in. But at least these sections sort of added a nice new area for us to work around. And then I'm going here and sort of just filling in this whole section between the canal and the existing city, and essentially just building up the entire area. And so we're building this road all the way out to where the highway is, because I wanted to have another connection to the highway, because the only way to get to this area at the moment is through the very original interchange that we had in the city. Like that, well, I guess all the other side, but most people come from that original interchange, and then they actually go through that on that underpass through the sort of oil industry area where that bus stop is. And I realized, and I'm not sure if this is in the time lapse later on, it might be, but I realized that there's just so much traffic sort of running through that area, just because there's traffic driving through, not necessarily going to the industrial area. So I did an Old Town policy to sort of redirect traffic around. And this here is one of the unique factories that comes in the Industries DLC. So I believe this is the food factory, which seems like a weird food factory. Is that what you would call it? Anyway, so wait, is it a food? Is that what I made? I can't remember. I think so. So these factories, they're pretty cool. They take a bunch of different resources, in this case 4 different resources. I believe it's plastic, animal products, flour, and paper, and then they turn it into another product, which in this case is, I believe it's food. I can't remember. I know it was just on the screen, but I totally missed it. So it takes those things that you produce from your other industries, so from like the ore mining industry, from the oil, well, actually I guess from the oil industry is where we get plastic, and paper, and it obviously comes from the forestry industry, which we haven't actually done yet, so we're going to be building that up shortly. And then, what were the other things again? Animal product obviously comes from the farms, and flour also comes from the farm. So we take all those products and then turn it into food product that we can then export and make money from. So what I did as well, right then, I put a bunch of warehouses just next to where that larger factory was, so we could store each of those required resources or required products to be able to make the food. So it's sort of all in the area, so you can they deliver to the little warehouses, and then they can make the food. So that was the idea. And then I also decided I should probably level up our ore industry here, especially if we're going to be using more of it. So this, I put in I put in larger storage places. I got in the new mines, and I also, I think, put in the glass factory there as well. So we can actually start producing glass, because I think, was it last episode I put in a warehouse? It's like a glass warehouse for some reason, just in the city. So I thought we should probably actually produce that. That'd probably be helpful. So I was just trying to decide where I wanted to do the forestry industry, and I found this little section here just off of this sort of cliff road that we built a while ago. It's in almost a little valley area as well. I thought this would be nicely suited to actually building up the forestry industry, so I put down a bunch of trees, and then we're essentially just building up this entire area. So this is going to be, we're going to have our plantations, we're going to have the sawmill, and the paper factory. I don't know. It's not actually called that. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, so this is where we're going to be taking care of all of that. And you'll see it sort of slowly grow over this little time lapse. And I thought it'd probably be a good idea to also, because we've got the train line sort of right next to us, I figured it'd probably be a good idea to actually connect up a cargo station to this area, because it's so close by, and otherwise we're going to be forcing everything to use trucks rather than using the huge train line that's next to us. So I thought the best way to do it, I didn't want them to have to like cut across the highway road, which is obviously that main road that we have that we're using as kind of a highway. I didn't want all the traffic driving straight across that, because that would just be stupid. So I thought I'd have the road go under this sort of the bridge area, and then sort of come around, and then that would join up to where the cargo station is. and then we rejoin that back onto the highway with a one-way road later on. Originally, I did like a two-way road, you can see here, but then I just get people cutting across the main road from the forestry industry instead of driving around, so that's why I changed it. I changed it to a one-way road later on, just because it worked a little bit better that way. So that means when people deliver cargo to the station, they can get back onto the highway, but if they're taking stuff to it, they have to go through the forestry industry, because I'm pretty sure forestry is going to be the only people delivering stuff to that station. At least as my theory goes. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. So, basically, yeah, like I said, filling in this entire area with roads, zoning, doing like medium density housing, high rises, all that kind of stuff. Like these are all pretty much medium density buildings just because, well, actually, I think most of this area is medium density anyway, just because of the policies, but also because we're sort of not in the downtown area, even though it's not really a downtown area. You know what I mean? We've been talking about it the last few episodes. You know what I mean? Yeah, so this is sort of all going to be medium density area, sort of transitioning into lower density. Obviously, a lot of that is right next to where those warehouses and factories are, which I don't think those buildings actually, well, a warehouse definitely doesn't pollute because that's just a storage facility. But I believe it does make a lot of noise. So there's like a lot of noise pollution. And then I don't think the food factory, is that even what it is? Surely it is. I don't think that that special factory does any pollution either. I'm not sure, but the river is where the canals are because it's got a lot of sewage flowing down it. So that is definitely polluting, as you can see. But that's fine. We just make sure not to build directly into that, and then we're all good. So I also just decided to change up this little area here a bit because I figured we have a bit more room now that we have the key there. So we can sort of build right up to that rather than sort of staying further away so we don't ruin the coastline. So I just sort of adjusted the road exactly where I wanted it. And then I think shortly after this, at some point, I don't think it's too far away, but we start building the subway as well, which is something that I said I wanted to do in this city, and we'll continue expanding. I might even expand it in when we get into the gameplay. But at the moment, it only has like a few stops. So I decided, so this is like the city stop or the downtown commercial area stop. So it's sort of right in the middle. I didn't want to destroy any of the buildings because I just wanted to have it there. So I put it sort of on that plaza. And then I have one right by that train station, so then you could sort of leave the region if you wanted, or get a train throughout the city. And then I have this little branching section here where we're going to have two different lines split off. So one is going to go up and then the other one's going to go off to the right hand side and sort of go to that area over that way. But at the moment I only set up one line, and then that's kind of all I did with that because I wanted to see how that was going to be running. And it's also important that we kind of trying to make it a useful form of public transportation. Like obviously we have a bus network already. We have buses covering a good portion of the city already in terms of like useful places to go. So if we're doing a subway, we want to make sure we cover areas that aren't necessarily already covered, or we're covering longer distances a little bit faster than a bus would without making the bus useless. Because if we end up with useless public transportation, then we're spending money that we don't need to. Also, I realize we're really not making much money. Like we have a lot of money. They're like 4.4 million at the moment, but our income is pretty low. Especially when you look at the budget. I'll show you the budget tab. It might pop up in here real quick, but I'll show it to you when we get into the game. The budget of the city is just pretty bad, especially because half the stuff is like lowered down to 50% expenditure. So we're not even spending much on half the stuff that we do have. And when you factor that into it and then realize that we're really not making that much, it's pretty good. I like it though. I like it. Oh, we should do a stadium somewhere. We're gonna have a dirty stadium. So there's been comments about building a sort of nicer area. I guess I wouldn't even say higher class. Probably like a middle class area, because I feel like this is mid to low class. This whole city almost entirely. Maybe low class in the areas that are right next to industrial or as close as we can get. But we need to do a sort of middle/upper class area anyway, because especially with all the high density commercial and offices, we need a lot more educated citizens. And I don't want to educate the areas that we already have, because that's going to completely upgrade all the buildings and change the look of them, and they're going to look too clean and too nice. So I think we need to build a new area anyway. And also, this is what I was talking about at the start about this road. Because I just noticed there's a lot of people just driving through the area, not necessarily even going to the oil industry. So that's when I did the Old Town policy. And then you'll see everyone ends up using the larger avenue bridge up the top rather than that one straight through that area, which is super inconvenient if you use that because you just block all the other traffic. The buses still go there, though. There was basically just like, I don't know if you saw it there, but there was just buses lining up forever. They were just going like, they were stuck in traffic. That's like where all the buses in that line were. So it was just completely pointless. Yeah, so we pretty much fill up this entire area with roads and zoning, and it is gorgeous. Oh, actually, something else I do. I don't know if I've done it yet. I actually might do it after the time lapse. I turn back on industrial smog because I have a mod that turns it off. And turning it on is great because the city, like over the industrial areas, then looks really dirty and really really gross. So it just adds that factor. It's great. So yeah, we unlocked a few more things here in the forestry industry. We got the small sapling little field. Field's not a field, but I was like, what is the difference between the saplings and the full trees? And they do the same thing, but the saplings just produce more than the already grown trees do. And then this here is our paper mill. No, is it a paper mill? I don't know. Whatever it's called. It's called something, biomass something. I don't know. I figured I'd put this right next to where the train station is because that means, I assume it means that they could produce paper, export it to the train station, train it over into the city, and then take it to the warehouse. Although, there's not really a cargo train that goes out over that way. I wonder if we can get one going that way. It might take a bit of work. I don't know. We'll have to look into that. That's something to look into. But yeah, so then I also just got some new storage facilities as well that we unlocked. So I thought, you know what, let's store some of the products right next to the paper mill too. So then it's also more convenient than having it over the other side. So it's sort of all close by. And then we can slowly start to see that factory actually producing stuff. Because at the moment you can see it still requires more resources, which we haven't made yet. But they should be coming in slowly but surely. And then this area is just getting zoned in as well, which is good. It's really coming together, I think, you know. The city, like, I mean, I guess while the city is it's kind of simple in nature, like a lot of it is just zoning huge areas. Like, it's simple in that way, but I think it's fun in the sense that it's just, it's gross. It's dirty. And I really enjoy it. There's something about the city that I enjoy, you know? So this is where I'm building the new interchange. Really simple again, just on and off ramps, two intersections, not efficient at all. I mean, to be fair, it's perfectly fine for this amount of traffic, but if the traffic increases too much, it would be like, it's one of the worst sort of on and off ramp situations you can set up, having the intersections like right there. But you know what? It's fine. It'll work for now and probably forever because I'll probably never change it. So I use those roads there as on and off ramps. So I love using those sort of industrial roads. And then I think what else do I do? Oh yeah, I was like, we probably should do a fire station out here. And I was like, the cargo station had like crime. I don't know. I'm like, what? How is that an issue? Anyway, that's all for this time lapse. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the game now. So you can see now with the industrial like smog turned back on, there's like certain areas of the city that are just like really, and even around like, I think just around the river, there's just, oh dude, imagine that, like a polluted river just has a cloud of fumes around it. It's bad. It's good though. It's good bad. So what I was thinking of doing, oh yeah, actually also let me just show you the budget. So yeah, right now we're making 3,500 and we got all our taxes on 12%, and then half this stuff is turned all the way down as well. Like it's not good, but I think that's probably due to the fact that we have so much commercial and offices even that don't have enough workers, and that's probably not helping us out. So I'm thinking this area here could be a nicer sort of residential location. I think that should work pretty well. I just don't know how we can really connect it up besides this road, because it seems weird that you'd be here and not be able to get over that way. And the reason I'm saying you wouldn't be able to get over that way is because we've got a huge toll booth right here, which by the way, I don't think many people even use. Maybe we just get rid of it. Oh, no, actually, there's a few. Oh, no, there's like 10. Charged last week, 11. Like, there's not many. How many people use this one, actually? Should be a lot more now. 79. Ooh, that's a good toll booth. Ooh, that's a good toll booth. How about this one? 25. Oh, okay. Not as many. Yeah, so I think this area would be the nicer location. Obviously, around the riverbank, we're going to have to do something else. Maybe we could even... Wait, can we place... A tree's going to die there if I just put them down? Let's have a look. No, they actually look fine. I mean, they're in a cloud of fog. But they're not really dead. That one is there right on the edge, but it's actually not too bad. So maybe we could even just turn that into like a river. No, you know what? That's going to be a road, because I feel like this area's still going to match the rest of the city in terms of, I think, aesthetic and design. In terms of the just the way it looks, which is terrible. So we're gonna go straight along to there, and then basically everything on this side should be fine to zone if it's houses or whatever. So that's gonna go there. We'll just come straight along. That's fine. Level crossing looks good. And I'm just gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with this road. I mean, do we get rid of that toll booth? Is there any point to having it? Not really. And it means that we can have a bridge here and at least connect up. See, I would just connect here, but that's where we have... Oh, actually, no, it's not. I was going to say, that's where we have the Old Town policy. No, it's not, because that's where all the cars drive. Actually, that could work fine. Okay, maybe we just do that. So if we do a bridge right here, like so, that doesn't really make sense to me. Oh, no. That's not good. That's really bad, actually. That's really, really bad. Hold up. Give me that. Where is it? I need that back right now. No, please don't. Please don't. Please. I think I saved it. I think I saved it. That could have been real bad. Just flooding the entire city with poo. Alright, so I'm going to put that there. And then... it really needs to go... Hang on, 108... Why is it 180.2 degrees? You know what? Let me just do this. And then... Get rid of these two. And then we'll just sort of move it to where it needs to be. No, van. Stop driving down here. Whoops, hang on. Turn snapping on. That's going to go right to that edge. I guess that should really just be one road. That doesn't need to be two because it looks really stupid. That looks really, really stupid. Okay, so that's normal road up to there. And then I'm going to say that joins to that bit. So then if we just rebuild this section, careful with what I'm destroying this time, we just rebuild that with a bridge. That should be good. I might need to move it back just a tad. Like that. But that should be good. Alright, cool. That's better. Right, so now they can at least, you know, enter this district from this way. Or this way as well. So, the idea... actually, I'm wondering if we should also have... Because we got the passenger train line right there. Should we continue that through this area? I mean, we could even just have them share this singular train bridge and then... I don't know. So, okay, we got this. So, we've basically just done grids kind of all over. I'm thinking we could probably do the same. If I go... Oh, hang on. Normal, please. I just don't want it to be boring. You know, boring is not what we want. It's not what we're about. So, I'm going to do a large road here. This one's going to come in. And then it can turn a little bit. And then go up. And then I guess this should... I don't know. I actually don't know what this road should do because it's not going to be particularly busy through here. I'm thinking maybe we do this and then after this point it just sort of goes to a smaller road. Actually, it looked better here. Hang on. It looked better crossing the rail and then going smaller, I think. So it does that. So then this could act as like the main road here so people would come this way. Which I'm fine with. Okay, so then basically this whole area, I want it to be pretty nice. I might go like something like this. So it sort of starts angling a little bit. And it's going to come through. Hang on, can I do a... Or like that? Because then it's not exactly like perfect grids. Which that's basically what I'm trying to avoid, is doing like perfect grid lines. I don't want that. I think this should at least make it a little bit more interesting. That should look alright. And then if we can sort of continue that pattern around. Okay, yeah, this will be good. This will be good. This will be good. This one's a little harder to do. Let's go 90 degree. Wait. Well, these roads are definitely not parallel. I know that. But we could just do... Oh, actually, that'll be fine. If Oh, no, hang on. One down right there, because then we can leave room for like a pathway in the middle. Maybe on that one too. And all of this could probably just be grids. Those are really close together. Like really close together. That's all right. I think that's sort of, it's part of the charm of the neighborhood, you know? Can we do a little... No, I think it has to be a straight road. Then I can sort of come through like that. I don't know. It's just there because why not? Okay, that's good. I think we'll just start off with this area. So now what we want to do, let's make sure we have water over here. We're basically going to be providing every service that we can to make it as nice as possible. It's going to be this. Well, actually, we won't go like full 5-star. I really, this will just be the area that has good schools and, you know, proper healthcare, that kind of stuff. So let's just come through here. But I don't think I'll go crazy with parks or anything still. Like, it'll still be pretty gross. It's the idea. Now, I'm hoping that this doesn't spread too far that way. Especially if we do it in the middle, like, the zoning shouldn't really reach around that far. Like, we could do lots of bridges here, but I kind of don't want to. So, just so it doesn't spread that far. Okay, now, this district is going to be here. We should just call it the good district. It's like, where do you live? Oh, the good district. Oh, yeah. You jerk. Alright. Sunnyside Hills. Oh, that's even a nice name. Look at that. Let's go for high-rise barren, because I definitely don't want that. And we'll do other stuff as we need it. Now, let's get... Maybe we can even do a hospital over here. It reaches that area a little bit. If we were to get a hospital around the middle. Like I said, I'm just trying not to spread it too far over that side. Maybe we do it over this way a little bit. Because I want to do hospitals, schools. Go here. We'll put on one of these roads. Okay, so the hospital will go here somewhere. Let's maybe like go... See how much... That's not affecting too much. That's good. That's good. That's what we want. We can get a crematorium for this area. Maybe... I mean, it could be near the hospital. There's no reason not to. So we'll just put it there. That's fine. Alright, that'll go there. Then we want to get out a fire department maybe to cover this entire area. Good, it only covers this side. Put on that corner there. It's covering like a little bit there. And then police department. Let's go up this road a little bit. So about there. See, we are upgrading that section, which I'm not too happy about. Is it too close? Because if these upgrade too much, I won't be happy. There's a lot of upgrading going on. There's a lot of upgrading going on, and I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, we might have to do... Just trying to get these to not upgrade the other stuff. That's the thing. I just don't want it to, you know? Ooh, I can get a road through here. Hang on. I can go there. And then come through like this way somewhere. Okay, cool. Just trying to figure out the layout of all this stuff. Okay, so that's going to go there. Then we're going to get a school that goes here somewhere, maybe. Wait, hang on, let's have a look. Good, it does not reach the other side. It's right by the train line too. This circle does go to this area. So this area could actually become pretty nice. Which I'm really worried about. Really worried about a nice area happening over there. That school can go there. That only does this area, so that's not even much anyway. Might need to do another little school in here somewhere. Oh, I guess that a little bit. That area is way too nice. I mean, it doesn't reach it on the roads, so I'm hoping that it's not actually improving the areas. So I'm hoping it's not improving the areas at all. Okay, so those are going to go there. Then, this area should be pretty damn nice, right? So if we go through here, just do houses. No, not on the main road. We'll even keep the main road free of housing and do commercial there or something. So this is all just going to be low density. No high rises or anything out this way. Or just housing. Whoops, too much. So we'll go up to about there. And then we'll do commercial here, here, and here. Sort of I'm trying to like steer it. Like, I guess this whole road along here could be a nice commercial street. Could be good. Could be good. I don't know if it will be, but we'll find out. And then all the way up through here, we'll go maybe like 3 deep at most. Like so. Yeah, there's no power out here yet, so can't be a very good district if there's no power, right? Alright, so this should provide loads of residential for the future and all that. We got loads of commercial here as well. They're not really building in the area though. These guys are. But that's not really enough to power up, which is slightly annoying. I don't know if we're going to be able to bridge the power anywhere. I guess actually if we build here... Oops, that's residential. If we build here, we actually might be able to. That might bridge across. Oh yeah, it does. Beautiful. Then we're just going to get all this to connect to all this. And then we're in business. I love this area though. This area came together really well. So this is a food factory. Okay, we don't have enough paper. We seem to be lacking on paper. What's going on with my paper mill? You don't have enough raw forest products? Isn't there like, there's raw forest product right next door. 52% full and 52% full. How is this not working? Oh, there we go. Finally got a delivery. It's like, dude, it's like right next door. Just walk across the road and pick up something and come back. Like, it's not that hard. Biomass pallet plant is what it's called. Not a paper factory or a paper mill. Whatever. Close enough. Oh, you got no road connection? Oh. Okay, interesting. Do you see how high up that is? Yeah. Hang on. Oops. So this says no road connection, but it's also getting trucks delivering to it. I can see it. Hello? You're like on top of a road. How do you not have road access? I'm confused by that one. Like, I know it can't actually fit here because I sort of just shoved it in. And there's like all these trees inside of it, but whatever. Okay, now it works. Cool, no problems. Alright, do we have power here? Oh, we do have power here. Okay, so these should be... these are pretty bad. These should be pretty good level houses. I guess they're ready to level up. Educate more citizens, yeah, so we just need to... There's a bunch of stuff in the area, so it should be pretty nice, though. We even have green grass here. That's a beautiful factory. No paper there, though. Still no paper. Which one's this? This is plastics. Maybe we should turn plastics into one of the smaller ones. Because we've got lots of animal products. We have no paper, lots of flowers. Lots of plastic, actually. Balanced. So what is this actually? The storage mode. Aim to keep the storage half full and half empty. Filled. Aim to keep the storage full by acquiring resource. Yeah, you know what? Let's say fill because we need it. We need it a lot for this guy. Because we have like everything else. So if we can start stocking up on paper here. Actually, that was the thing I was trying to figure out. If we can get the cargo train. Because we got all this stuff here. If we can get a cargo train maybe over this way. On this bank. Like we could probably do a bridge here. A rail bridge or something across this way. Then bring it up and around. I'm not going to do it now because that'll take forever. But that could go up that way instead of come around. Because then it could be here. We could easily do a bridge across and it should be quite nice. You know what? I said I wasn't going to do any parks here, but I think I actually might. We could do a dog park. Maybe not right next to the crematorium. That way a little bit. To just like make this area a little bit nicer. Maybe even a playground or by the schools. How about that? How about that? Yeah. You like that? I bet you do. I could do a basketball court maybe. Just randomly somewhere. I want to do them all near the schools, but I also need to just spread it out a little bit. Put it there. As long as we're not getting too much of that side over there. No, I don't think we are, so we're good. As long as we're not upgrading this side. Oh, look how close it is to upgrading, though. I don't like it. I wish I could just say select all historical buildings. Actually, I wonder if there's not a policy for that, is there? Also, this should probably be one of these districts. Maybe this one. Sure. Actually, no, this one should probably be up to that canal. And this one goes to that canal. And then apparently just arbitrarily to there. Why are these separate districts again? I don't know. They don't need to be. I can tell you that much, actually. I can definitely tell you that much. They definitely don't need to be separate districts. Because they have the exact same policies. So there's literally no point. Birch Hills is still over there for some reason. There we go. Birch Hills is gone. Good, because we don't need it. It's a useless district. Cedar Hills. Sunnyside Hills. These have no names. I don't know why. I don't really know why we have so many separate districts. They're all kind of the same thing. Like, I'm separating them by the big roads, but I don't think there's any point. Like, this whole area... I guess these two have the bonuses on the commercial. In that case, I might as well just remove this district and just call this whole area Poplar Park. Because they all have the same, you know, I'll keep that separate. They have the same policy. These two as well have the same policy. So this might as well just be the same district again. Rather than having 1,000 districts to name, how about like 2? Because it's all the same thing. It's like, why do we have a helmet? What? Actually, this one has a different one. What does this have on it? Heavy traffic ban and high-rise ban. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. I don't think we really need a heavy traffic ban there, because I think they still use it anyway. Oh, actually, you know what? Well, we don't have trucks using this road. I've never really looked. Oh, no. Oh, actually, I don't know. Is that considered a large truck, though? A heavy traffic? I mean, it should be if it's not. Yeah, I don't think it's making much difference, to be honest. I don't think many people use that way anyway. What the hell are these? Why are they all the same building? That's really annoying. Really annoying. So, yeah, God, all this is the same building too. That's really bad. That's really bad. I can't. Why? It's all low density. How is that low? That's not low density. That's really bad. Like, really bad. Like, next to, like, this nice, like, low, right? Like, the very suburban neighborhood looks actually pretty nice compared to the rest of the city. That looks atrocious. Like, absolutely atrocious. Damn it. Damn you. I did a little bit of commercial there, just because I don't think we can't do residential there because it's right on top of pollution. So yeah. So actually, having a look at the traffic is really interesting because so this road here completely cleared up after I did the like only local traffic. So basically, someone driving from this side to this side cannot go this way anymore because that was just clogging up the whole area. If you're getting from side to side, you either have to go up here, or actually, you can't even use that one. You'd have to go this way. So yeah, we only really have 2 bridges then to get over that way. I think because I think this one's still in that district, yeah. Yeah, because it's really hard to tell because why are industrial and park districts separate? I guess I get why parks are, but industrial is kind of annoying. Should just be able to put, I think, whatever. Yeah, this district is still there, so they couldn't drive through here, but they can use that bridge or this bridge. So, which is good because that sort of diverts all the traffic around. Rather than going straight through the oil section. And we have, so this road here is pretty busy because this is basically our industrial main road. And then the rest of the city's over here. The rest of the city's pretty good. I did actually have to upgrade this bridge again. If you remember, it used to be, you know, a level crossing that I then had to change. I've now made it a 6-lane road, which I was looking at this road here and I was like, this totally could be a 6-lane road. I reckon I could modify this easily too. Like if you look how much space there is on this road. There's easily enough room, like for a parking lane, could easily do that. Or if you shuffle this lane over just a smidge and this one over a smidge, size them down slightly, like lessen the gaps, then you can definitely fit 3 lanes either way really easily. Which I don't really know why they didn't make a 3-lane road by default. To be honest, there's like loads of room for it. So I'll probably do that as well because that'll be good. As for, I wouldn't, actually, you know what? Hang on, where's the elevated version? Is there enough room on this? Need 2 cars next to each other so I can see. I don't think there'd be enough room to modify this easily. I'm trying to see like 2 right next to each other. There's not enough cars driving on this. Oh, here we go. That's probably... You could do it, but you'd be really... That'd be too squishy. If I can figure out how to properly edit the bloody 3D models, I could just make this gap smaller, which is all you'd have to do to be able to have enough room. It's possible. Because then we have a lot more variety of roads that we could use in the city. I mean, what else is also possible is if I do manage to be able to edit these properly, you could just reduce the size of the median strip to like make it a little bit thinner. Maybe even just only have 1 row of these little posts in the middle. Then you could have 8 lanes pretty easily on this road as well. Yeah, it's got room. It has the potential. It has the potential to do great things. Is this all... No, it's not all zoned. This probably should be zoned as commercial though, so we'll do that. Hopefully we don't get the same building everywhere. because that'll suck a lot. So this is going to be main shopping strip. Should be pretty good. And then down the bottom here as well. So this area is coming alive now. Oh, actually, that's what I wanted to do through here. I definitely want the subway. So we got this up here, and then that will come across. I guess, where do we want to go? Maybe to the middle of this area. So like up here, around where the hospital and all that is. Maybe one block back, because then it's sort of near the police station, the schools up that way. So we go here. So what we're going to have to do, I don't know how deep do we have to go, because that's a really deep canal. I don't know if we can even do it. No, we can't actually go deep enough to get under that canal. We can just use Anarchy and do it anyway. Or we could go out and around, which is kind of annoying. That's the only problem with the canals, is they do present like a physical barrier for the subway that we can't use. Oh, also, a bunch of people were suggesting, wanting me... You know what? I'm just going to go straight through it. We'll go down, though, like as much as I can. But I can't go any further than 24 meters. That's probably way too steep, so you know what? We'll go down a little bit. A bunch of people were asking me to use the Metro Overhaul mod, and for the same reason I've never used it before. Well, actually not the same reason, but right now, last I checked, it wasn't updated for the current version of the game anyway, so I wasn't able to use it. And then secondly, yeah, that's certainly not deep enough, but whatever, who cares? And then secondly, yeah, so basically, if it's not updated, if they were to... If the game was to update or something to happen, I would not be able to load this save game at all just because the mod won't update, and it seems to take a while to update any of the time. So I just really don't want to have to deal with any issues relating to having that mod not working. Like this city in general, I'm using so few like custom assets and that in it. And the stuff, like I'm not even using network extensions. I think I saw a few people saying that I was, like in the comments. I don't have network extensions on anymore. It's not even in the game anymore. I've just turned it off again. Even though that mod seems to be pretty good with updating, and I don't think it's ever really had an issue. I just, you know, just don't think it's for me. Now I'm wondering this branch here. I'm wondering if we should go all the way back to the beginning, or we should stop here. And if we do, would that create any issues? I don't know. Now we'll go back to the beginning and we'll see how we go. So we're gonna go there. Yeah, so I just don't want to have to deal with that. And to be fair, not to be fair. Also, that was the wrong thing to say. Also, I feel like just using above ground trains, just using the actual train tool, is if we want to have above ground network, you can just use the trains to do that. And then it looks like an above ground subway. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that crazy. I'll just change the color so we can see it a little bit easier. Metro line 2. I'll just add one train because that'll probably be fine. Where is it? There it is. There's no one waiting for it yet anyway. Oh, there's one person. So then this branch is going to go off this way like that. This one will probably continue up. I was thinking it was going to go like up this way, so sort of follow up the middle. Again, I don't want to take away from the bus lines, so I might even run it sort of more this section here. Or we could do it in the middle. I don't know. Oh, what's going on with power? See, actually, the problem with power we're having is that when these guys don't have oil, they're just not producing the right amount of power. So you see the 120 megawatts and these guys are only producing 66, 65. They're just not producing enough. So I was thinking maybe we do just go to like nuclear power. We could just do it in the city. Where would we do it? Like I don't want to do it like right in the middle of the city, but like it should be like within the city limits. Like we could do it over here in the industrial area. I feel like it should have its own sort of little complex. Maybe here by the train station. If we have a road here, maybe we could... I'm trying to see where we could put the road. Maybe... we could do it back behind it. That's what I'm thinking. Now, I don't think we're going to have a lot of traffic going there, so it'd probably be fine just to do a normal road. And just do like a level crossing. So we do it like here or something. And then it sort of comes in this way. I might actually just pause while I do this. Then I'll come back here. And this, we could then fence in this area as well and all that. So I'm thinking we go nuclear power plant. Oh, so I got water. Good. All right. So that should provide like loads of power for one. Yeah. How much does it cost actually? Oh, Jesus, 8,000 a week. That's expensive. That's really expensive. But we're producing so much power now that we can just do this. Boop, 50%. That should probably be still fine. Let's see. Oh, actually, that's too little. I'm surprised that that's actually too little. Okay, hang on. Like 65-ish. 66. Okay, that's enough. And then we can sort of just slide that up as we go to produce more power. Yeah, so I think what we could do here is go for a fence somewhere in the catalog. Where do you find fences? In here? Oh yeah, in here. What do we have? Ore industry, oil industry. Is there one that's like a farm fence? No. Need like a barbed wire fence. Maybe we could do like the... Hang on, let's have a look at this one. So that's the amusement park fence. Or I was thinking we could do this one. Oh yeah, this one. For sure. The oil industry one. So then... I'm thinking... Okay, turn off grid and all that. Let's go along here. And then I'll probably do like some other stuff in here maybe. I don't know. I don't know what, but... Could be something. Maybe some other generic industry in here or something. So that's sort of like in this little area here. Oh, that's beautiful. And then I don't have surface painter. That's another mod that I don't have, which I think I've seen people talking about that. Can we do... Whoops. Can I just paint a little bit of this? So this like inner area is kind of painted and then we can have like grass around it. Actually, what we could do in here, which I think looks pretty good most of the time, is like the warehouses. Do a medium one anywhere? Doesn't really fit. Do that one there or something. And then I don't have any parking lots or anything either. I don't know. What do I want to even put in here? Like, there's no reason. I don't actually want to store anything. Maybe I just turn it off because it doesn't need to store anything. Just be there. Do you need water? I don't know. Whatever. Okay, there we go. So that's going to go there. Nuclear power plant. So people can get off the train. They can sort of get around. You know what? We should probably just do a pathway like right here. Because they're so close together, but you can't seem to get to it. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. To just do this. Put it there instead. Do my beautiful dirty pathway there. Now, I don't know if they are going to walk there, but if they need to, they now can. So there you go. Good stuff. Okay, so that should help us out, even though these occasionally run low on oil. Although it seems like they've now got a delivery of oil, so they seem to be fine and having no issues anymore. But whatever. Anyway, so this area is looking pretty good, except for all these buildings, which I really hate. It looks so bad. And same there as well. Most of the rest of the city looks okay. Actually, there's a bunch of them here too. Why do I have like no commercial buildings? I guess there's probably like one building of that size that's in that level or something. I don't know. Seems dumb. It's too colorful. It's just too colorful. Yeah, we're having a lot of, you can see we're having a lot of goods issues, which is probably due to lack of educated workers and all that. Anyway, we're working on it. Anyway, I'm going to leave this part here. So I think we did some good stuff. We filled in this whole area here, really, which is now, I guess, kind of an island. Almost, because it's, well, not almost, I guess it is. Because we put a canal straight down here. Anyway, so that's all good. We'll continue on this bit next. We might need to look into... expanding up this way as well. We definitely need to go up this way. But yeah, until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback. I'll see you next time, and have an awesome day.